From that point on, Mike slowly began settling into this new life. Young SJ, the Tuohy's son, loved having Mike around. He felt safe, and having a giant for a friend got him plenty of attention. The Tuohys gave Mike his own room. They even bought a custom bed that could fit his massive frame. Mike stared at it in disbelief.
Never had one before.
What, a room to yourself?
A bed.
Mrs. Tuohy had to walk out of the room to keep from crying. She could only imagine the kind of childhood he'd had, and that night, she made a decision. She was going to adopt Mike, give him a real home. The paperwork went quickly, and just like that, Mike became a part of the Tuohy family. With food, safety, and love, Mike finally had the energy to focus. His grades started improving. Though he looked like a mountain, Mike moved with surprising agility. The coach noticed. He offered Mike a spot on the football team. They decided to celebrate, little by little. Even the Tuohy kids opened their hearts. Football season was coming, and practice began. Mike's coach saw his size and potential. He was bigger than anyone on the team. But there was a problem. Mike didn't understand the rules. And worse, he was too gentle. He didn't want to hurt anyone. By the end of the first day, he had made no progress. If this went on, his talent would be wasted. So little SJ started training him at home. All summer, they worked together on stamina, on plays, on positioning. SJ taught him everything. With his family behind him, Mike began to improve. Back at school, practice resumed. But Mike still hesitated when it came to contact. He didn't want to knock people down. That was his weakness, until Mrs. Tuohy stepped in. She told him, protect your team like they're your family. Protect the quarterback like he's me. The others? That's SJ. That's your sister. That's Sean. Mike didn't like to fight, but he would protect his family, and that made all the difference. He stopped holding back. He dominated the field. No one could stop him. Soon, game day arrived. Mike's first real match. Even with all his training, he lacked experience. The team began to fall behind. Each time the other team scored, they taunted Mike. They pushed, mocked, and bullied. It was supposed to be a penalty, but the ref only gave a warning. Coach Tuohy had enough. He stormed onto the field and shouted, Mike is part of this team. He's family, and nobody messes with family. Something changed in Mike. He realized it wasn't just the Tuohys who cared. His teammates did too. So he went back in. He remembered the tactics he practiced with SJ. He thought about the people who had believed in him. Family had once been his weakness. Now, it was his armor. With everything he had, Mike burst through the line. Like a tidal wave, he knocked down everyone in his path. The crowd went wild. Mike led the team to a huge victory. SJ burned the game footage to DVDs and sent them to coaches across the country. Soon, Mike's name was everywhere. Every major school wanted him. They flew in to see him with their own eyes. Recruitment letters poured in. Calls came nonstop. If his grades stayed strong, Mike had a real shot at going pro. But that was still the biggest hurdle, his grades. So the Tuohys hired private tutors. Mike studied every day when he wasn't training, and college scouts kept knocking at the door. His grades kept rising. Eventually, he became eligible for official recruitment. In front of reporters, Mike made his decision. He chose the University of Mississippi. It was the Tuohy family's alma mater.